Hey, it's the Scotch Test Dummies. Today we're coming to you with 12-year-old Dalmore and what I like to call a steady spirit, because the air punch and the air kick are being demonstrated. Test it!
Let's test it.
All right, so what's the deal with air punching?
Air punching and air kicking.
Yeah, what is the deal with that? You just started coming around like pretending to punch people.
Yeah, actually, I don't remember where it started or where it originated. But
yeah, you just
years ago,
do some kind of
thing around work.
Right. Yeah, boom,
throw
right
it
there.
like right there.
Yeah, you got to be like,
yeah, even kicking.
Yeah, you got to. Yeah, you kick right in your face, and you just had to be like a rock.
Stop it.
Yeah, you just had to like.
You like throw a few.
Right, like I'm a Shaolin master, and if I wanted to, I could take him out.
I would even do the.
Yeah, he does a whole system. I kept waiting for somebody to like turn at a wrong time and catch it right in the face, and then he was going to be in a lot of trouble. So what's the deal?
Well known was Rocky, who was sitting in the office, and I'd do that to him, and he literally would just be like, most people would like freak out, jump, move, run, do something.
Yeah, he'd be like,
Rocky would just be like,
"What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Are you trying to punch the air again?"
Yeah.
Like he didn't even care.
It was well known throughout the station, though.
Yeah, you're an air puncher.
The air puncher and the air kickers on board. Look out.
Watch out.
Look out.
You're just going to come in.
Air kickers here.
Throwing a kick. Thinks he's cool. So all of a sudden, someone tries to emulate.
Let's just say.
The air puncher, air
Angie?
kicker. Somebody. I was comfortable with some
female by another name. We'll call her Angie. Thinks she's going to air kick somebody one day.
An old friend. An old acquaintance.
Yes.
And she goes up.
Only, you can't, this ain't for amateurs. You've got to practice. You can't just, this isn't something that you just jump into.
Yeah, you work out with like a bag and you work out with a dummy that looks like a man. You have like a torso of a man and you just pummel it. If I even tried to lift my leg as high as you do, my groin shears from my body. The groin just rips off.
So anyway, let's just say Angie one day does this to a co-worker.
Right, thinking she's going to be like you. She's trying to be cool.
Yeah. Angie's body can't handle it.
No. Angie loses her balance. She's related to Jimmy. She's Jimmy's sister.
Angie hadn't prepared.
Nope.
Angie literally falls over.
Yeah.
Lands
on her coccyx.
On her back. On her tailbone and her back. Breaks it. Breaks the tailbone.
Slight crack. Just a hairline crack to the coccyx. That's what it's called.
All right.
Basically the tailbone.
Not even questioning. It sounds good.
Yeah, I own it. I'm hairy.
He's owning it.
Hairy.
Even if I did know he could sway me, because I'd be like, I don't know, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm convincing. Sometimes I say stuff and I know it's not real, but I just sell it.
So Angie has the broken tailbone. The workers' comp has to be completed for horsing around, throwing air kicks.
Yeah, we have a large employer, and they have to put that information out. And it was like the water cooler story of the week. Like, did you hear about Angie? She was doing an air kick. Yeah. What's that? I don't know.
And we actually didn't know how it would go, what would happen, because we hadn't seen this before. I mean, it wasn't work related by any means.
But it is at work. But it
was at work.
Yeah, but it was definitely quote unquote
horsing
around. Yeah, horseplay. That's right.
So workers' comp declined the claim. She was on her own, and
did they decline?
Yeah.
I didn't remember that. Yeah,
workers' comp does not cover horseplay in the workplace.
That makes sense. I don't think they should cover horseplay. It turns out air kicking, horseplay. So one of these times I'm going to lean into one of his air punches. And then I'll be like, "Oh! Oh! Look what he did! Look what he did!
It'd be funny though, because Bart would be in the office, and I just like walk around the corner and be like, everybody!
Yeah, he'd be
and
like,
I'm throwing these
like,
punches, and they're like stopping, like just right here.
Yeah. Right. And there'd be like people in the office, and I'd be like, so, did you get the TPS report done? And they'd be like, he's air punching you? Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get those numbers confabulated?
Did you quantify the perpendicular angle? So the Dalmore 12. This is not an air punch. This is bringing some history. I didn't expect, I don't know, it's a 12-year. What'd you get on the note?
We had not reviewed the Dalmore 12, and I told Bart, I said, the Dalmore 12 is a staple of the 12-year community, of the Scotch community. We need to review the Dalmore 12. So, and I had this a while back, early on in my Scotch travels.
Scotch life.
Journey.
Trek.
And I remember that there was this darkness, at the time I didn't know what it was. It took me a while to figure out, but this other flavor, this other aroma and scent and flavor to the palate with Dalmore that I had not had with any other Scotch. And it came out, it's a chocolate, it's this toffee, it's this sherry flavor that's in the Dalmore. And I had compared a few Scotches to that Dalmore 12 with those flavors. And so when we went back to it recently, I thought, I hope those flavors are there. I remember those flavors. Hopefully they're still there. And they are.
They are. This is like the ring that unites them all.
One ring.
One ring that unites them all, baby. Yeah. In the nose, I get a fruity crispness.
Okay.
And it comes across fresh. It's like a freshness.
This is basically a double casking. This has been aged in oak casks and then moved to sherry casks.
Once again, he loves the sherry.
Yes.
Loves it.
And I don't know what Dalmore does that draws so much more out of those sherry casks to bring into their liquid. But the sherry notes and the chocolate notes that are in this are unmatched.
For a 12-year, it's phenomenal. I'm going to tell you, dry, beautiful, beautiful plum raisin. Right now I'm having a hard time telling you at the beginning because I'm experiencing the aftertaste. The finish, you get a hint of malt, but then you get this, I get a chocolate. The aftertaste lingers for 30 seconds. It lingers for like 30 seconds and then it just gently wisps away. It just floats away on you and then beckons you to come back and take another sip. It's unique in that. It's special in that.
Yeah. On the nose, of course, I describe it. It's a wonderful sherry nose. Hazelnut. And I've also noted that the rich color of this coming from the sherry casks. On my taste, it's very smooth. It's very mild. You get the oak, you get the sherry, and to me it's the chocolate and the toffee notes that stand out.
I also get a maltedness to it.
Uh-huh.
And it's so, I know I say this a lot, but what really has been drawing me to Scotches lately is when they transition, when they move through. It's not just a three-part act here. It's not just setting it up, the middle, and then the conclusion. This has like 5 to 6 transitions for me. And the way it trails out with that 30-second sweetness, just beautiful.
This has probably got to be one of the best 12 years Scotches.
Yeah,
it's so smooth and there's so much flavor in there. You would, if this was a blind taste test, you would hazard that this was a 15 or an 18-year
I think so. You know, your wife asked us recently when we were just spending some time with some Scotch if she were to pour out 5 different glasses from 5 different bottles, would we be able to name the bottle And I think we're both honest with her and said, you know, it'd be real tough with the 70 or 80 that we tried, but there are a few that I think I would be able to peg, and I think this would be one of them. Yeah. I mean, it's distinctive.
Out of the 70, the stage that I'm at, I would say there's a handful that I would know is this and that. Yeah. Or you're going to be able to say there's sherry notes, there's peat notes, there's chocolate notes, there's strong oak. There's
I would tell you this: if she laid out 10 of them and then told me what 10 bottles were involved, I would be able to peg this.
Probably.
I think I'd be able to nail it.
Oh yeah, definitely. With the Dalmore, you'd be able to say that's the Dalmore.
Yeah, and I agree. Right there. I agree with you 100%. The 12-year for a 12-year, this is phenomenal. The mouthfeel, I get a little tingle on the side of each cheek. It's a dry taste that I get, just a bit of sting throughout the hold. I had tons of notes on this. Go ahead and talk some more on it because I got more.
No, go ahead. Just sitting there, just that.
Well, the touch
mouthfeel that I got off of that sip right there. And again, it's the chocolate and it's the toffee. How concentrated that isn't present in any other scotches that I've had.
Right, a lot of complexity. With a touch of water, I get a subtle change in the nose. It leans toward an aged wood, sweet plums. The taste really softens when you add just a drop or two of water. It softens it up, rounds it out, smoother, less dry, a little bit of oak and sherry, not as much aftertaste. I covet that aftertaste. So if I'm drinking this, I'm telling you, I'm going to drink it neat. The mouthfeel with the touch water even changed a little bit for me. It takes the sting out of the cheeks a little bit, still leaves that nice coating in the mouth. But if I'm drinking this, I'm drinking this neat or with just a slight drop of water.
And even though a lot of my scotches, the flavors and stuff that come out seem to be right, or seem to be the best at about 40%, and this is 40%, I'm still adding just that little drop, just that little splash of water that everybody recommends that helps open it up and brings out some of that other stuff.
I can't believe this is 40%. If I was going to guess, I would put this maybe up at least at a 46, maybe even at a 50. The amount of flavor that's in here, I get no hint of it being watered down at all.
No.
What this has been bottled at is perfect. I mean, it is perfect. That's why I'm telling you neat. I mean, a small drop of water just to open it up maybe, but delicious.
When I added water, the chocolate and the cocoa, to me, was even more pronounced with the water. And even moving into that toffee, and I've got a hazelnut that I got out of it.
Right. Yeah, what I love here is that aftertaste. The aftertaste is very reminiscent to Scott's air punches. They're not actually landing. They're gone even. But you can still feel just a little bit of them. Just a bit.
Delicious.
And I do agree you needed to stretch out a little bit before the kids.
I should stretch out a little bit.
You had a little bit of chicken.
I'm okay. I'm disappointed. I'm with myself.
Oh, I was going to say, how can you be disappointed with this bottle?
I'd had this a couple years ago, and I've never bought it since.
Yeah. Very rare. Scott and I are buying a lot of different bottles, and for obvious reasons, we usually buy different bottles. There's no point in us each getting the same bottle, and then, we each got it for a single review. This bottle will be in my collection. What other years do they have a Dalmore 12, 18?
This is the 12. There's a 15. There's an 18. There's a cigar malt.
Wow.
Which I've had the little sample bottle of. We need to get it. Those we should review those for sure. And there's other expressions from the Dalmore as well. Yeah, I'm ready to move full on. I want to experience like the whole line of Dalmore. Richard Patterson is with Dalmore and Jura.
Very familiar with Richard Patterson. When we first got into Scotch, I went and watched a lot of his YouTube videos. Please do the same. His showmanship, his ability to tell you how to taste Scotch is kind of what I still use today. And he's the master blender, master taster, right? Mm-hmm. What he's doing is great because this is phenomenal. So, I mean, this is just delicious. This has got to be We're gonna do our top 5 12 years.
Yeah, it's coming up.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this is gonna be on mine.
Don't give away anything.
Whoop.
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No. Who knows? Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. No air kicking. No air punching. It's for professionals.
Scotch it, you Scotch gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies.
Dummies.